What is up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at Excadrill EX, a card from the new black and white sets. Stage 1, 270 HP, fighting type Pokemon. 270 is a lot of HP. That's a big, beefy boy. For 2 fighting energies, we're doing Piercing Drill. 60 damage and 60 to a Pokemon that already has damage counters on it. So, looks like we're looking at a spread strategy, something to place damage counters on the board and then kind of go pew, 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 pew. For 3 fightings, we have a Rock Crush. 200 damage, no resistance. First glance, this card is super mediocre. Don't expect too much from it, but could be a gem in. Wait, I don't know the saying actually. I'm just not gonna. I don't know it. I just don't know it. Okay, whatever. 3 retreat cost, grass type Pokemon. Rule box, obviously, all that good stuff evolves from Drillbur. Drillbur is the homie, one of the best dudes of all time. The altar art for the card looks really funny, not gonna lie. But we're gonna go take a look at the deck list, look at some gameplay, and we're gonna just jump into everything all together. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Let's take a look at it and go into it. We have the 4/4. Why is the quality so bad? Let me fix this real quick. We have the 4/4 Excadrill. Looks like we're just doing a ton of damage. We have the Terrakion. Has, I think, Revenge, I believe. We have the Emolga to get some stuff out of the deck. We have 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Gear. It's just a bunch of 4s. 4 Hammer! Okay, it's a degenerate deck. We have 4 Professor's Research, 3 Charon, 2 of the Clown, 2 Hilda. Hilda gets the energy in the Pokemon, 2 N, and 3 Boss's Orders. Basically, we're just trying to do as much as we can, as quickly as we can, and it looks like we're going to see how that goes. Like I said, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Let's take a look at the gameplay video. It's not that serious, guys. Let's just have a little bit of fun with it as we go. We're going to go ahead and see how this pans out. Looks like we have a second deck list in this video. The deck that we're up against is Zoroark Chinchino, I think. Looks like Chinchino does 20 times, I think, bench Pokemon. I don't know what Zoroark does, but the Pro Line. Like, I remember looking at these cards a little bit, but we're going to go into more detail when I do the buy list video and all that good stuff. The black and white channels will be there for that. The Silver Bangle does more damage to the EX Pokemon, so having a basic only deck or a non-rule box deck is actually very beneficial in this upcoming format. Something like Ethan's Typhlosion could be quite strong with the Bengal cards. And then you have the triple acceleration energy to attack with the Zoroark. We have the Clown once again and the Hilda. All that good stuff. 2 deck lists in 1 video is a lot of fun here. Let's see how these decks play out and go. We have the Chinchino on the right, or sorry, Minchino on the right, and the Emolga on the left. We see the Zorua hitting the board, a Dark Energy attachment, a simple pass. It seems like, oh, is that the new energies? Oh, it looks like these are the new energies with the old checker patterns. If you guys remember those from the black and white era days, you guys probably don't. I'm just really, really old. We see the Charon drawing 3. There's the attachment of the Emolga and a Crushing Hammer. This is like a Haymaker battle of like just 2 very Haymaker decks here. The Terrakion hitting the board. We're going to go ahead and use the Emolga, getting us to, I think, of any energy card to attach one of your Pokemon. I think that's what it is. Or getting 2 basic Pokemon. So it's a call for family here. Getting 2 Drillburs, putting them on our bench. Now our setup is all but complete. The other side, let's see what the Haymaker has to offer us here. An Ultra Ball away the Purloin and the Clown, grabbing us the Chinchino, evolving into that, evolving in the bench Zoroark, researching away 1 Pokemon, drawing 7 here, getting another Zorua, getting a Chinchino, attaching to the Zoroark, and we're going to go ahead and do the wave for 20 plus each bench Pokemon, 20 times each bench. So I think it's 80 damage here, knocking out the active. Yep, there it is. There goes the Emolga. What's coming up next is probably this Drillbur. Let's go ahead and use Hilda, grabbing a Pokemon and the energy. So we're gonna get the fighting energy and the Excadrill. Pretty easy combination of cards here to grab. We're gonna grab the other Excadrill that's already in our hand. We're just like that. Attach to the bench one because our active one's probably just going down in a turn here. I actually wouldn't have minded if we attached to it just because like we're not like we're gonna get 2-shot anyway, but I don't know, like we're just giving up 2 prizes for fun now. There's the Alomomola hitting the board. There's the Alomomola energy retrieval, getting 2 more of the energies back. You know, free Ultra Ball basically. Attached to the Zoroark once again, and we're going to go ahead and do the damage here, putting us at 100 damage. It's going to be a 3-shot, actually. That's like really depressing. There's another attachment here. We're going to use Switch. I guess there was a lot of Switch cards in here, and just a pop for the 60. There's no damage counters on the board. Oh, no, the Research. Never mind. We have more cards to draw. We're going to go ahead and do 60 times 2 for weakness, and popping this active little guy. There is no damage on the board, so we can't snipe something for 60. If we had like a Halucha or something, we'd probably take out the Zorua hit this turn, which actually makes like quite a bit of sense. There's the Alomomola getting a 7 HP Pokemon back from your discard, or less, getting the little rat back onto the board. It's basically just a stretcher for all intents and purposes. I think it has free retreats. There's the attachment once again. No, it does not have free retreat. It has 1 retreat, I think. There's the switch into the Zoroark. There's a catcher. We're going to see what the catcher brings us here. There's a Tails. No fun and games here for us. We're going to use Zoroark's attack. I think it's copy one of the attacks, so it does 200 damage. No resistance, so we're just gonna copy. I guess we brought up the other extra, we should be sniping 60-60s, which is really funny because we're just like in like basically just like in a lot of trouble if that happens. We're gonna attach to the active once again and just do 200 and pop the Zorak. Zorak I think is notably weak to grass, which is really funny because that means that the Excadrill could not have used its first attack to clean it up. A Lobomola hitting the active once again. If we find like the air balloon that this deck plays two of, we could just be in a really good spot. But there is a no card hand, so we're just gonna go ahead and pass. Once again, a Sharon for 3. We're gonna see the attachment to the Tracheon, Pokemon Catcher. Probably looking for the Zorak here. Tails, nothing here. Dude, no one has took the heads in the series. Like, what are we doing, guys? And we're gonna see the 200 just taking out the Alomomola. Nothing crazy once again. Third prize being taken. A million cards in the Zorak player's hand. A million cards in the Excadrill player's hand, 0 cards in the Zorak player's hand. The Zorak player is nervous to promote. I think we definitely just promote the Zorak and see if we can get there. What's our card for turn? It's not the Hilda. It's a Gear. Gear into Hilda. Come on, come on, come on. There's a Research. Research is like second best to Hilda, I think, here. Actually, it might be a little bit better than Hilda because we have no other cards in our hand. There's a second Zorak. There's a Purloin hitting the board. We're going to see the attachment for turn, being able to copy the attack for 200. If we actually, okay, dude, if we hit Bangle this turn, we can go 60-60 or 90-60 here. So this just sets up like a very clean knockout, but I guess we don't really need to do that because one more Zorak actually cleans this up with a triple, and we're just like in it. We're in it to win it there. There's like no energy on the board, so this Tracheon's about to come up and like do some serious damage. The Tracheon's like the biggest threat right now. As a non-rule box Pokemon, because I think the damage is not the greatest. We're gonna go ahead and see the attachment again to Tracheon. Gear coming up, and Iono's what we're like kind of looking for. Nothing in there. We have 10 cards in hand. So 50 plus 80, just plus 130. Knocking out the Zorak. Zorak hitting the discard. Purloin going into the active, drawing before turn. Ultra Ball getting rid of the Bangle. We had the Bangle. I guess maybe the 60-60 just wasn't worth. I don't know. The 60-60 seems pretty worth it if we pull that off last turn. We're gonna get the Hilda. We're gonna use Hilda, grabbing ourselves the Zorak and Dark Energy. Nothing too crazy. Another Zorak hitting the board. We're gonna evolve to Purloin here. We're gonna attach. It's 50. I don't actually know what the effect is. I can look this up real quick. Lipard TCG. The new set one is what we're looking at. Discard a random card from our opponent's hand. So we are taking a shot at our opponent's hand. However, our opponent has like 10 cards in hand, so it doesn't actually really matter. We're gonna take this middle card here. It happens to be the Research. I don't think he was gonna research that hand anyway. So it's kind of a moot point here. Crushing Hammer hitting the board, looking for the active. Another Tails. 0 heads have been hit in this series, most notably. Fighting Energy to the Clean Dribbler. And we are actually researching this hand away, so it didn't actually matter what we hit. Another Crushing Hammer. A lot of supporters hitting the discard here. I think we're just looking for the Excadrill. There is another, getting rid of that. Ultra Ball, getting ourselves the Excadrill. There it is. Our deck is pretty set up. Our hand is pretty chilling. We have 3 in hand. We're just going to do 50 because no Pokemon was knocked out last turn. There is the evolution here. The air balloon to be able to retreat this freely, and a Research onto the bench. We see the other little guy. We're going to retreat into the Zorak, it looks like. We're going to go ahead and attach the triple. And we're going to go ahead and copy the 100 damage attack, just taking out the Terrakion. I feel like we probably shouldn't have used our Zorak this early, because now we're down another energy. If we had a Dark, like I feel like the Dark is just better to attack with a Minchino or something. Because now we just have the 60-60 that we can, lose the game on. Or just use a life part again. But anyway, this is like a pretty game-losing issue. This was like a very haymaker deck. I think it was actually a very fair battle of 2 decks of equal skill level, because we know that this Excadrill is not like the most competitive deck, but it is a fun deck. It's like not the craziest. It's like not the best card by far. It's actually just like pretty terrible, low key. And you guys probably shouldn't try this out, but hopefully you enjoyed the content in this video, because like I don't know, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun watching these like 2 haymakers. They gave us like 2 like pretty equally matched like theme deck level decks. Actually not too hard to learn if you're trying to learn the game, or like maybe teach a kid or something like that. But yeah, nothing too complicated here, nothing crazy. But Excadrill, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this content. If you like, please like and subscribe, and peace out.